Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyahtsales.net. Hey, today we're looking at a 2005 Albemarle 280 Express Fisherman. You can see it behind me. These are gorgeous looking boats, great lines, deep V-hull that just plows through rough water. And this one is really clean and has some really special features, including custom seat consoles for both the captain and the mate. It has a custom stern rail seat that's removable and folds down. Has an upgraded stereo, 1,000 watts with custom speakers. See, what else can I tell you? Oh, the engines are immaculate. They look like new engines, new fuel pumps. The engine mounts have been done recently. Got custom exhaust water risers. The exhaust risers have been done about 2 years ago. There's about 908, 907 hours on those engines, but they do have flush outs that flushes out the full saltwater side on those engines. And he's religious about doing that. Every time he gets back to the dock, he flushes them out and gets about 7 hours out of the exhaust manifolds. They've been tuned, aligned, new cutlass bearings last year. Anyways, I'll remember stuff as we go through it, and I'll point out all the unique features that make this one special, besides being just so clean, as you can see behind me. And boy, they just are good-looking boats, these Albemarles. All right, let's go take a closer look. We're in the late afternoon here in Groton, Connecticut. And the sun is not setting yet, but it's getting down, and you can see it creates nice light here. And I'm looking at the starboard side of this boat, and it looks really clean. Notice we do have radar. There is a Raymarine E120, and then it'll also come with an iPad with special power connections and a little separate antenna, so you can run Navionics on the iPad if you want. He actually does that more than the using the E120, but that'll come with it. See, the port side also looks good. Very knowledgeable owner. I notice we got a windlass here, Delta anchor. He's recently got married, has a kid, and so he hasn't been boating as much this year, and probably the next step will be a bigger boat for the whole family. So selling this one. Canvas and isinglass look good. We'll take a closer look at that when we jump aboard. There are outrigger holders, but there are no outriggers. So but we do have the holders in place. You could buy some poles and put them in there if you want. What else can I tell you? Underwater lights are newer water heater, newer dripless shaft seals. Just a lot of stuff. This boat is turnkey. Take a quick look at the foredeck. No soft spots, no checking. The non-skid's in great shape. Here's our Maxwell windlass. Rails. Looking aft. The horn works, tested that. VHF antenna. All right, we're back in the cockpit. This is where the seat goes. I have footage of that. I'll clip in here real soon. Custom JBL speakers. There's 2 in the back, and then 2 up here in the helm area as well. And we'll talk about these custom seat consoles in a minute as well. There is a fish box under here, and then when you pull that fish box out, there's more stuff underneath that we'll also look at. Raw water washdown and freshwater washdown. He only ever uses the freshwater, including in the head. The head's a freshwater head, so no stinky odors down below. The aft panels do roll up, and they look decent. They're serviceable. Like I said, the isinglass is in really good shape. All right, let's get into the details. You won't find these seats on any other 280 Expresses. These were custom made, and you got these beautiful seats here on both sides, custom made consoles with a captain seat and a mate seat, and you pull a pin and they slide right out. He actually takes them right out of the boat, throws them in the back of his truck, and takes those home for the winter, keeps them in really good shape. And so to get access to your engine compartment, you lift this up, and notice how they custom made back here so you can reach down and open up the hatch. He also added a couple of extra clamps on both sides to really hold that engine hatch down. So those are really nice. Yeah, it's unique. And I gotta say, sometimes people do custom stuff and it doesn't look good, but these look professional. It looks like this is what Albemarle should have done when they built these boats. We just popped in the transom seat. This was down below. He stores it down below and he put a few pins in. So originally when he bought the boat, some 10 years ago, it had the lower frame, but he had the cushion custom made, and he added a backrest. Originally they didn't have backrests, so you have that now. And if you notice, the material matches this seat and it matches this seat. He actually called the seat maker here, Pompinet, got a sheet of that stuff and had these seats all made with the exact same fabric, so everything matches. I mean, look at that, it looks brand new. So you can leave that in if you want. It folds down, or you can take it out, store it down below like he does to keep it protected from the sun. So pretty cool. Let's take a look at the helm. Besides our really nice seats here, we have some original electronics that were on the boat when you got it, these Raymarine E120s. There was C120, E120. These were a little better. They have better networking, and they are bulletproof. He actually thought it was going to die at some point, so he put together an iPad with navionics with like a little separate antenna here and separate power that you can turn on using, I think it's the spare switch here. And that'll come with a boat, but you'll have to install your own navionics. What do we have here? Depth, speed, Raymarine VHF unit right here. And I got the keys on, and we have 908 hours on the port engine and 907 on starboard. And it looks all really clean. Sometimes you get the helms on boats and they've been beat by the sun, but boy, that still looks really good. You do have twin controls for the throttle and the gears, and they're really smooth. That's throttle. They're working well. And a compass, and it doesn't have a bubble in the top, so that's good. Voltmeter for both engines, so that's probably up around 14 volts when they're running, showing that your alternators are working well. And then we have more of these JBL custom speakers up in here. And here's our Maxwell windlass circuit breaker as well. So pretty tidy. Your first mate has plenty of room in their own seat as well, with a footrest that comes down. I guess both helms have that. So looks good. Take a look at the canvas while we're up here. It's got some age left in it. It's not new, but the isinglass is pretty darn clear, as you can see from the pretty blue sky with the white puffy clouds. And we do have storage up here. Nothing really up here, but you could put stuff up there if you needed to. And some little side windows that open to get some fresh air in here. Front windows do not open. Now you could open up these little panels here. They roll up and get some more air in here if you needed it. All right, let's take a look down below. We got a galley to port with a refrigerator that's running. In this spot right here, well, we can see our electric panel. In this spot right here, at one time there was a microwave. They could only use when you're in shore power. He's added a little USB charger here, and this is a place to hold your phone if you're charging your phones. That outlet is from the prior microwave. It still works, and there's another outlet here. They only work when you're plugged into shore power. It's a new stereo. This is a new Clarion stereo head he added with a 1,000-watt amplifier. We saw those speakers, 4 speakers outside. And there is a separate channel in this amplifier. If you wanted to add a sub somewhere, you could plug it right in and do a sub. But it's killer stereo. It's super loud, 1,000 watts, so it's going to sound pretty good. Let me see if I can open this fridge. Here's our fridge. Oh, it's cold. All right, now let's look at the accommodations up forward. These are the original cushions, and they look terrific. Actually, I really like that pattern. You got stars above and swirls below, and they're in good shape. And there is a table. He's got it at home, but he doesn't have the pedestal for it. So it's not hard to find those pedestals. He's never needed it, but you will get the tabletop. And these cushions come back and fill in and make actually quite a large bed. I don't know the exact length, but it looks 6.5 feet easy. And here we are with the cushions in place. It's actually a really good sized bed here. So up here to port, we have an awning. So you're at anchor somewhere, you want a little sun protection. These plug into the rod holders, and there's a canvas and gives you a little sun protection. He will include these chairs. What else we got here? Fire extinguisher, a little storage cabinet here, locker. Some flares in there. I bet they're expired. They always are. There is air conditioning. That's under here. Actually, really easy to get to. Right under here. And what else can we look at? Let's look at the head. We have an electric flush toilet in here. It's very clean. No odors because it's freshwater plumbed. So the toilet is electric flush, only with fresh water, and that's why there's no stinky head odors. It's really clean in here, and this does pull out. If you wanted to do a little shower, you could. You only make hot water when you're plugged into shore power. You don't make it by running the engines. So anyways, it's very clean. It smells good. Actually a decent space for kind of like a fishing boat like this is. You could definitely do some overnights on board this. A couple could for sure. I'm looking at the headliner as well. Got monkey fuzz everywhere, which helps keep it quiet. And it looks like it's fully attached. I don't see stains in it. Looks good. All right, we've lifted the hatch and pulled the fish box out that he just uses for storage. And we have our water heater here, which is relatively new, even though it may not look it here, but that's less than 2 years old. We have newer dripless shaft seals you can see here. Also done in the last couple of years. I see our batteries. I don't know the age of the batteries. When he bought the boat, he's had it about 10 years. It had smaller water lift mufflers back here. And so he had some larger ones made by Centec. And so, yeah, you can see those are big mufflers, and they're newer, in good shape. And our exhaust hoses all look pretty decent. You see double clamps on everything. So, yeah, it looks good down here. Figured I'd show you what I know here. That's a newer pump for one of the washdowns. All right, back here, all the steering was redone about 2 years ago. It's nice and tight, and we can't see it here, but there's two newer underwater lights, blue and white, and you can do white, blue, pattern, just different settings. So you got some underwater lights as well. Each engine also has a flush out right here, and that goes down below, and there is a valve in that line just to give you a little extra protection in case this cap seal came loose. But that goes through the transmission cooler, then into the heat exchanger, then into the exhaust elbows, and out the exhaust so you can do fresh water, rinse down. And he does it religiously whenever he gets back to port here. He rinses both engines out and claims he gets about 7 years out of the exhaust manifold, and versus, I don't know, 3 to 5 years without it. So it really does help to do that rinse down. He's a conscientious owner, and he does it. I have the hatch lifted up here. We put a little block in there just to hold it up. You can lift the hatch higher by removing these consoles, pulling a pin, removing the starboard console, and you can lift the hatch higher if you really needed to. Things to notice here on these original engines, there's about 900, maybe a little over 900 hours. I'll verify that, check the listing. Brand new fuel pump. Look at the hoses. Look at the paint. Everything's really clean, both engines. The risers were done about 2 years ago. They get tune-ups every couple of years. So engine motor mounts were recently done, or at least within a couple of years. So the owner takes really good care of these, and at least visibly it shows. They look really good. He also added new soundproofing, which made a pretty big difference when you're riding in the boat. So the engine hatch has new sound stuff. I don't know what else we can see. Here's our shafts. Yeah, they look good. They look really good. Once again, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyachtSales.net. Hey, I'd be proud to show you this really nice 2005 Albemarle 280 Express Fisherman. We just went through all the cool features it has. I'm sure I've missed some stuff, but this one's got a special story, especially those console seats, the engine maintenance. So, it's a nice boat. I think it would survey very well. And, we're not asking an arm and a leg for it either. So, by the way, there's a link down below in the description that will get you to the listing details, the asking price, and etc. So I don't put pricing in these videos in case it might change. So anyways, click the link down below and reach out to me. This is a good one. Okay, thanks. Bye.